Hello everyone, Pavlo with you, and here is precisely measured your daily dose of Ukrainian accent. Today we are talking about new release by SIVGA Nightingale Pro. As well as the regular Nightingales, it's in-ear planar magnetic earphones, and SIVGA did a lot of effort to put maximum value here. They are made of metal with Zebrano wood faceplates. Inside you'll find the multi-magnet planar magnetic driver, high quality hybrid cable, so lot of great stuff here. Their price is $300, and taking into account my previous experience with regular Nightingales, I have high expectations for this model. So let's proceed to the review and let's check out did these expectations fulfilled or not. Package is pretty minimalistic, but at the same time it looks nice with this texture, foiling, embossing, not much information printed on the sides, so let's just dig in. It opens this way, a bit unusual approach, so you'll get manual, earpieces themselves, and pretty nice spacious case. So nothing here, just foam padding, and here in the case, really well made one. You'll get stock cable and box with tips. So two set of 3 pairs of each. Probably in this price range I'd like also to see replaceable connector, but still presentation is really nice. Design of these earpieces plays a little trick with your habits and expectations. We all used to earphones with faceplate oriented this way, with narrow part at the bottom. But actually proper position for the Nightingale Pro is the opposite. You can see that big planar driver is situated in the lower part, and the top part is narrower and used just for the connector. So I tried to put them on few times this way, but of course when cable is connected and after a bit of usage it's not a problem, just a bit unusual to see it this way. Overall, build quality is great. Shells made of metal, interesting color, everything is machined really well, and these zebra wood faceplates with their unique textures adding a touch of richness to the design. They are not too heavy, but you're definitely getting this solid feel of well-made metal shells. You can see that spouts have proper angles, they have lip for holding the tips and protective grill. They are average in depth, not for the deep insertion, and sound isolation is also about average or slightly less, but it's still pretty okay for the daily commute. As for wearing comfort, I didn't experience any issues. In my ears they fit really well, thanks to all this ergonomic shape and all smoothed edges. So overall, I like this design, I like this tricking of expectations with the shape of faceplates. It's pretty simple, but at the same time kind of fun idea. Stock cable is made replaceable. Here used connection similar to QDC, but with less recessed pins, so it's somewhere halfway to the QDC connectors. Nicely fitting, holding pretty well, and the stock cable, of course, looks and feels great. There are ear hooks formed, and you can see that there are four or three, hard to count. It seems like 3 cables per ear, but maybe four, 3 blacks and 1 golden, so probably 4 cables for each ear, loosely braided. It's average in terms of softness, but thanks to braiding and overall selection of materials, microphonic effect is pretty low. It goes to this splitter with chin slider, and after the splitter goes down to the Pentagon connectors, so cable looks nice and reliable. And overall, as it comes to the design, I really like these earpieces. It was really interesting and amusing to see the blow-up diagram of these earphones on the SIVGA's website. Basically, they took standard planar magnetic driver and made a miniaturized version of it. It has a small ultra-thin diaphragm with a tiny magnet circuit printed on its surface, two sets of magnets aligned in grids on both sides and assembled in one driver. So, like a big driver, but in the miniature form. And basically, you're getting that sound of the big planar driver in the IEM form. Of course, with a correction of form factor, but still you're getting sound focused on the detalization, on the speed, on the transitions. It's pretty natural, but doesn't sound too dry or monitoring. But at the same time, it's very, very resolving, and that, of course, comes with a bunch of drawbacks. It's not a typical Harman-like tuning or V-shaped tuning or something like that. It's the type of tuning that tries to deliver basically what is recorded in its natural and pristine form. So bass goes to the maximum depth. It's really firm. It has, superb amount of small nuances, and it's slightly boosting textures. It's kind of, a bit drier and faster and punchier type of bass. Zero added weight, and it reminds, some kind of martial artist in the lightweight, super fast, super muscular, but at the same time with really fast punches and kicks. So zero added weight, but what is present in the record you'll get. At the same time, this focus on the details comes without exaggeration and without pushing instruments too forward. So I enjoy this type of tuning, but it's not a mass market tuning, not for those who used to typical mass market type of bass rendering. It's more audiophilic type of sound. And the first example, it's the glitch mob, Can't Kill Us. Here you getting nice punches, and glitch mob's music actually relies more on the punch and not on the pure weight. So for more classical electronic music you can probably miss a bit of weight, but here these punches are really nice. But also keep in mind that they won't be super highlighted and super boosted. But at the same time you'll get this firmness and sense of substance put in it. And pretty typical audiophilic recording with good quality, Jerry Cortez around the globe. And bass here, of course, is really well recorded, and you just basically getting it. It's pleasantly boosted in the record, and actually earphones will deliver it and will give to you a really nice amount of foundation for the track. Of course, transition from bass to mids is absolutely coherent, effortless. Mids are linear, they have really good detalization, they don't sound too dry and analytical if record quality allows this. So basically the main question here is quality of the record and the source. If it's dry and natural, you'll get this sound. But on the well-recorded material, you'll get surprisingly great amount of small nuances and details. There is no big boost in the presence area, so you won't get this artificial additional aggression or boost for the female vocals. But at the same time, thanks to the overall technical proficiency of these earphones and the fast transitions, they will deliver really exciting sound for the properly recorded material. Imaginary stage is big, it's nicely built, pretty surprising for the in-ear monitors in this price range. Like good positioning, but also it comes with the requirements for the records. So poorly recorded material will sound poorly with these earphones, period. And this is their, positive side of these earphones. With good records, you will be surprised with the realism and immersion With poor records, you'll be surprised with poorness of that records. And the first example, it's John Lord, Andante. It's concert for group and orchestra. Great record. You are probably not sure will you see it or not, but John Lord, Joe Bonamassa, Steve Morse, Bruce Dickinson, and a lot of other great guys participate in this record. And here we have a great vocal, nice orchestral part, nice group part, and all that delivers with all necessary precision and detalization, but at the same time not too analytical or dead. They are great in delivering what is present in the record, like emotions, weight distribution, but at the same time they won't fix anything. And actually, another example, it's Hot House by the Quintet, another great collective of performance. Charlie Parker, Dizzy Gillespie, Bud Powell, Max Roach, Charlie Mingus, so best of the best playing live on one stage. Kind of old record with a lot of high frequencies and with noticeable focus on the details on the mids. It sounds a bit aggressive, but it's not an issue of these earphones. It's just the way this record is made and you getting all that. And thanks to the great technical performance of Nightingale Pro, you getting really good sense of how it was intended to sound by the record engineers. And the treble, also pretty detailed, forward, energetic, not overly boosted to my ears, but if you're sensitive for the high frequencies, of course, they're not trying to hide anything. So they are not bright, but at the same time, they are really resolving in the high frequencies. Treble has noticeably above average extension, pretty good layering, especially for this price range. But at the same time, they are fast, they are slightly faster than necessary in terms of attacks and decays, giving you a bit of additional airness, but not too much. Still a pretty good sense of realism, but also really high requirements in terms of quality. And first example, Schism by Tool. I selected this track because of interesting percussion work that these earphones allows you to experience and enjoy. And Miles Davis, All Blues, great record and really good feeling of listening to it with these earphones, because like you just enjoying one of the best audiophilic recordings in the maximum audiophilic way with focus on the all tiny nuances, all details, all subtle overtones, really enjoyable experience. In terms of pairing, they require some good DAC or mid-segment player at least. Not in terms of power, they require a bit more power than traditional dynamic driver models, but not like, hundreds and hundreds of milliwatts, no, not that much. Main question here is actually technical capabilities of the source, being able to deliver all necessary control and detalization to showcase the strong part of these earphones. And speaking about compressions, I don't think that comparing them to some hybrids or dynamic drivers makes sense, because it's like apples to oranges compressions, because they are planars, they have more focus on the speed, they have faster transients, they have less additional weight, so pretty different experience, more focused on the details and nuances. So only model probably that I can compare with is a regular version of SIVGA Nightingale, and regular Nightingales were slightly more focused on the mid and higher frequencies. Here you're getting a bit more firm bass, you're getting a bit more punch, and so overall it gives you more balanced type of sound. They still not bassy earphones by any means, but they are closer to neutrality in this aspect. And to my ears, it's a good step forward. So they improved bass without overdoing it and preserving the strong parts of their previous version of Nightingales. So to summarize everything, it's a great earphones, but for those who understand what to expect. If you're looking for a planar magnetic type of sound, classical planars with that focus on the speed and resolution, but not being overly dry, this is a great offer by SIVGA. But keep in mind that it comes with that price of high requirements for the source and materials. Thank you for listening, thank you for your attention, and have a great day.